Hello friends, I welcome you in lecture number 9 on relations. In this lecture we will discuss some more problems on the properties of relation. Here the problem is, consider the relation R on this set of integers denoted by capital Z, which is defined as R equal to order pair AB, where first component A is strictly greater than second component B. And here we have to decide whether R is reflexive, symmetric, transitive and antisymmetric. Here A is related to B if A is greater than B. Therefore this relation is also known as greater than relation. Sometimes they use this notation. Instead of R they are using this notation, greater than sign, to denote this greater than relation on the given set. Here we are given the greater than relation on the set of integers Z. Therefore this A and B are taken as integers. So we check all these properties one by one. First we check for reflexive property, and we know that relation R on a given set is reflexive if every element is related to itself. If for all the elements in a given set that element is related to itself, then we say that relation is reflexive. Here relation is greater than relation, so we have to check whether A is greater than A for all A in the set of integers, and we know that this is not possible. An element cannot be greater than itself. We cannot write that 2 is greater than 2. Therefore this relation is not reflexive. So we can write for particular element. For example, suppose we consider 5 as integer. For 5 belongs to Z, we can say that 5 is not greater than 5. This means 5 comma 5 is not present in given relation R. Therefore R is not reflexive. We have obtained an element in a given set which is not related to itself. Therefore given relation is not reflexive. Second property is symmetric property. We know that a relation is symmetric if whenever AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. Here relation is greater than relation, so we have to check that whenever A is greater than B implies B is greater than A. But this is obviously not correct. If A is greater than B, then B cannot be greater than A. So here also we can write for particular element. Suppose we consider 2 and 3 belongs to Z. Then we know that 3 is greater than 2. This means 3 2 is present in our relation, but 2 is not greater than 3. This implies 2 3 is not present in R. So we have obtained two integers 2 and 3 such that 3 2 belongs to R, but if we reverse the order of components, then resulting element is not in R. Therefore R is not symmetric. So if our relation is not symmetric, we have to find out particular order pair for which that property is not satisfied. And if our relation is satisfying certain property, then we have to prove that property for arbitrary element. Next property is transitive property. So we recall the definition of transitive relation. A relation R on a set A is called transitive if whenever AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, then we must have AC belongs to R. In other words, if A is related to B and B is related to C, then we must have A related to C. Here our relation is greater than relation, so suppose we consider A greater than B and B greater than C, then we have to prove that A is greater than C. And this is obvious. If A is greater than B and B is greater than C, then A is always bigger than C. Therefore, this relation is transitive. So here we have to write that for A, B, C in this set of integers, if we consider AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R. Suppose for ABC belongs to Z, we consider that A is related to B and B is related to C. Then this implies, by the definition of relation, AB belongs to R if A is greater than B and BC belongs to R if B is greater than C. And from this we can directly write that A is greater than C, therefore AC belongs to R. So whenever AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, we are able to write that AC belongs to R. Or if A is related to B and B is related to C, then we have A related to C. This implies R is transitive relation, or relation R satisfies the property of transitiveness. Last one is antisymmetric. So for antisymmetric, we recall the definition. We know that relation is antisymmetric if whenever AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R, then we must have A equal to B. In other words, if A and B are different, then either AB belongs to R or BA belongs to R. So we can use any of these two definitions to check whether relation is antisymmetric or not. Now suppose we are interested in using this definition, then we have to first check that whether this is possible or not. AB belongs to R, that is A is greater than B, and BA belongs to R means B is greater than A. The definition is that whenever AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R, then we have to prove that A equal to B. And here we can see AB belongs to R if A is greater than B, and BA belongs to R if B is greater than A. But this is not possible. A greater than B and B greater than A is impossible at the same time. That means our relation is antisymmetric. In other words, if we take any two distinct integers, then either A can be greater than B or A can be less than B. That is, B can be greater than A. If we have two distinct elements or two distinct integers, then either A greater than B is possible or B greater than A is possible. Both are not possible at the same time. So therefore this relation is antisymmetric. Okay, we can write that for any integers AB belongs to Z, we can write that A greater than B and B greater than A is not possible. Therefore R is antisymmetric. Okay, R is antisymmetric if whenever AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R implies A equal to B. But here this is not possible. AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R at the same time, it is not possible. So we don't have to check this. Okay. So in this way we can check antisymmetry also. If we want to prove that our relation is not antisymmetric, then we have to decide two different elements in the given set such that AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R. Our relation is not antisymmetric if we can decide two elements which are distinct such that AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R. But that is not possible here for any two different elements in the given set. Here it is not possible for same elements also. If A equal to B, then also this is not possible. Therefore, this relation is antisymmetric. Relation is not antisymmetric if we can find out two distinct elements such that AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R. But here this is not possible for any two elements in the given set. A greater than B and B greater than A is not possible. Or we can write that AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R is not possible. Therefore, R is an antisymmetric relation. So in this way we can decide whether given relation is satisfying certain properties on a given set. So this is all about this session. We will continue with this series of relations in upcoming lectures. Thanks for watching.